Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Man, life can change quickly. Just a few months ago, Vybz Kartel was inside of a prison under ridiculous conditions in Jamaica doing a 35 or 38 years before eligible for parole sentence. Today, he has surpassed so many things. We've seen the lowest of the low, and now we've seen the heights, and there are more heights to go. The news says that Vybz Kartel must wait until Friday to be notified if he has gotten his US visa or not. That is what the news says on the Jamaica Observer. But if you go to the Nationwide Radio JM, January 28th, 2025, published just a few minutes ago, it says Nationwide News understands that dancehall superstar Vybz Kartel has been granted his US visa. Our sources told us that Vybz Kartel picked up his passport with the document on Monday afternoon in Ligony, St. Andrew. It is understood that his visa issue is now resolved. The 49-year-old Vybz Kartel is getting ready to travel to Los Angeles, California to attend the mighty Big Bad 65th Annual Grammy Awards. Let's not forget, Vybz Kartel is also been nominated for a Grammy. The event will be held at the Crypto.com Arena on February 2nd. Vybz Kartel is nominated for the Best Reggae Album category for his 8-track EP, Party With Me. He had lost the privilege to travel to the United States way back in 2005 when the US Embassy revoked his visa. But Vybz Kartel has taken on a new lease on life since his release from prison after doing almost 13 years in August last year, after serving almost 13 years. If you ask him, he'll tell you it was 12 years, 11 months, etc., etc. His conviction was deemed unsafe by the UK-based Privy Council before the local Court of Appeals ruled that it will not, in the best interest of justice, have a retrial. Vybz Kartel was let go along with Sean Storm as well, and his slate has been wiped clean and now has his US visa reinstated. If this is not true, then please go over to Nationwide News or Nationwide Radio JM and tell them to stop put up fake news. But I consider Nationwide JM to be a credible source of news. So I am betting that this would be true. Now, what's crazy is the Jamaica Observer, however, posted at the same time that dancehall superstar Adidja Vybz Kartel Palmer will know by Friday whether he will receive the green light to enter the United States of America again for the first time in more than 20 years. A well-placed source in Vybz Kartel's camp told Observer Online on Tuesday morning, which would be this morning, that the artist, who is nominated for the Grammys in the reggae category along with his team, are keeping their fingers crossed that he will once again have physical access to the US. Vybz Kartel has high hopes of making an appearance at the 67th Annual Grammy Awards, which will take place on Sunday, February 2nd at the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles, California. The entertainer was nominated for Best Reggae Album with his EP, Party With Me. Now, there has been widespread speculation on Monday that the entertainer was granted a US visa after he was spotted at the US Embassy in Kingston, which is a part of what the other report said. So he was at the embassy, he was spotted in Kingston picking up those documents, and subsequently Mr. Palmer posted a video of himself smiling from ear to ear on his social media pages on Monday, telling his followers and fans that God is the greatest and that faith can move mountains. Palmer also said that teamwork makes the dream work. Never forget that in all things you have to put God first and do good. Believe what me say. What is under my nose? I'm out, Palmer said, ending with a very popular slang. However, according to the Observer's sources, he is not yet in possession of a US visa. Everyone is speculating, including him, because he doesn't have it in his hand as yet, and they haven't told him point blank yet that he got it. We are hoping for the best though. When he submitted those documents yesterday, they said that he will know by Friday. They said that he can collect his passport on Friday. The type of visa he applied for is not a visitor's visa. It is a special visa that is given to entertainers that will allow him to not only travel to the United States of America, but to work while he is there, which means shows would be lined up. Fans who could not see him at Freedom Street or had been longing to see him all these years could now go and see him because he is doing live shows in the US and getting paid for doing so. Now, after the Grammys, he would be able to perform at shows without issues. As a matter of fact, this type of visa is easier for him to get than a visitor's visa. The source also explained that Vybz Kartel had problems returning to the US before due to a belief that his marriage in 2006 to a New York bank manager, Stacey Elliott, was not a legitimate marriage, but according to the sources, the relationship was very much authentic, even though they said it looked like a sham marriage to get papers to stay in the US. So a lot of people were under the impression that his visa was taken away because of badness, or his visa was taken away because, any other thing else other than. But they're revealing that he did get married in 2006 to Stacey Elliott, a bank manager, and the US authorities thought that that was a green card marriage. That was a marriage to get papers. It wasn't a legitimate marriage. It has been more than 20 years since he has been in the US. The marriage he had was what caused the problem. There was a belief that it wasn't legitimate, but it was very much real. Palmer and Elliott later divorced. Here we are today. So, just to be clear, we have the Jamaica Observer saying that he must wait until Friday. Today is Tuesday, January 28th, Wednesday 29th, Thursday the 30th, and Friday will be the 31st. That is the Jamaica Observer. On the other hand, you have Nationwide Radio JM, posted by George Davis at the same time as this one is reported, saying that breaking news, Vybz Kartel has been granted a US visa. Which one it is, we don't know. But we do hope that he does get his US visa, or he does have it, and we wait for confirmation. And if it is so, then say a big celebration will go on and these type of things. Alright, so stay tuned, and if you know something I don't know, leave it in the comment section below. I'll catch you on the next video. It's SouFLoTV. I'm out. Peace.